Hey everybody, welcome to episode 15 of Sonoran Sports Cards. I honestly can't believe we've done 15 of these videos
Yeah,
already.
that's kind of wild to think about.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about soccer, basketball, and then we're going to rip some basketball cards. That's the
Yes,
slate. So
sir.
let's talk about some soccer, I guess, right off the bat. So this past week, a lot of big games for me with Manchester City. They played their second leg of the Champions League semifinal against Real Madrid, and they lost, so they are out, sadly.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oof.
Big sad L's.
I won't touch that wound.
Yeah. So that means the Champions League final is set for May 28th at 12 p.m. So right at noon, between Liverpool and Real Madrid. And as far as that game goes, I think Liverpool is either the best team in the world or the second best team in the world, depending on whether you think Liverpool or Manchester City's better. So I mean, I'm gonna have to pick Liverpool on that
Okay.
for sure. I mean, Real Madrid's really good too, and they have an amazing striker in Karim Benzema. So I mean, he can friggin' pull a goal out of his ass at any time. So but Liverpool
Okay.
has Mohamed Salah, so I would strongly recommend watching that game, even if you don't like soccer, guys. The Champions League is like the pinnacle of club soccer. It's like the Super Bowl. It's super like I don't know, like prestigious and like fancy. Like Champions League music is like really like fancy. Their ball looks
Fancy.
cool. Yeah, yeah. And I don't know, it looks cool too.
Okay.
It
I
was
think I know what
supposed
you're
to
talking
be.
about. I think I've seen like the shiny soccer
Yeah,
ball and stuff like that.
yeah, it's got like stars on them and
Yeah,
stuff. The
yeah,
Champions League one. It was supposed to take place in Russia, but obviously that's not happening anymore because
yeah.
Russia sucks ass.
Russia's
Yeah.
being Russia. Yeah,
So it's in Paris now, I guess. So
that's better anyways. Whatever.
yeah, it's probably. I'm sure the players like going to Paris
And this
more
is
than
the Champion League
going.
that's in Paris.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Champions League.
When? What day is it? You said May.
May
May
28th.
28th. Okay.
So Saturday at 12 o'clock.
I think I will actually. I may be house sitting for your
I think
parents actually that
it's
weekend.
normally on CBS.
So,
So
so I will need something to do. So maybe I'll flip that on.
yeah, it's normally on CBS. So make sure to check it out. I'd say maybe have yourself a nice English breakfast. Have some tea and some beans. I guess is what English people have for
What? They
breakfast.
have beans for. Why, bro?
Why not, dude? Have
Enter
some
your day
beans.
all gassy and
I mean,
disgusting.
I guess it's in Paris, so have some croissants. That's probably better than eating beans,
I mean, we should have for breakfast. I had some baked beans.
Beans.
Beans. All
Yeah.
right, but yeah, so that's the
Uh,
championship
yeah,
league.
Champions League, and then the Premier League. Manchester City played in the Premier League on Sunday, so yesterday they kicked ass. I think they won like 5-0. And they have and Liverpool drew the day before.
Okay.
So that means Manchester City has a 3-point lead on Liverpool now, and there's only 3 games left. And the first tiebreaker, so if they tie on points, the first tiebreaker is goal differential, which since Manchester City slapped the team they played, they have like a 4 goal differential lead now on Liverpool too. So
Okay, that's
so that's pretty much done and dusted, I'd say. I think City's gonna win that. Liverpool's probably gonna win the Champions League, and those are the 2 best teams in the world, so they're gonna like
yeah,
split
just taking.
trophies.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And Manchester City just got announced that, or like it's pretty much confirmed that they're getting Erling Haaland this summer, who's like the best young striker in the world. So,
Oh,
so that's pretty big news for me.
so
How's
so they're basically like the LA Rams right now. Like they're just getting
yeah,
all the good players.
yeah, I would say more like LA Dodgers or
Okay.
the New York Yankees, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
pretty much
fair. That's probably a better
yeah,
comparison.
just throwing money around and getting everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's cool, but that's soccer, Champions League, Premier League.
Okay.
I guess there's other leagues out there, but I don't care about them. So that's what you guys are getting. It's that stuff.
Deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it, people. Um, And then I guess let's move to the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
NBA
NBA
playoffs, dude.
playoffs, which is probably what more people are knowing about, I guess, for lack of better words.
Yeah.
So since last Monday,
We were both so confident last Monday.
yeah. So since last Sunday or last Monday, there have been quite a few games. Do you want to like go over each game, or you just want to go over them as a whole? Probably going over them as a whole will
Yeah,
probably be better than
yeah, I
one
think
by
just
one.
saying where
So
each of the matchups is right now, like its wins, losses, and stuff
yeah,
like
for
that.
sure. So we'll open up with the let's just open up with the Heat 76ers game. That's the first one I saw here. So Heat 76ers is now tied 2-2. Am I getting a little worried? Yes, would be the answer, and that's because Jimmy Butler, he's still playing like Jimmy Butler does in the playoffs. He's taken over control. He's just care. He is the Miami Heat right now, and that's the problem. Is Bam? I think right now is I don't think he's underperforming right now. Duncan got pulled. Heroes not being. I personally don't think Tyler Hero is being given enough ball shooting opportunities. I know early on in the game, yesterday I believe it was, right? Yeah, yesterday. I was watching the beginning of it, and Tyler, I think he like landed two threes and a nice like score in the paint back to back, and after that they just didn't give him the ball anymore and didn't create him. He was the one being used like to create the screens instead of being the one that the screens were for. And I think that I don't know why they wouldn't feed off of that to try to get Jimmy Butler some help, but yeah, so Jimmy Butler playing really well. The rest of the Heat team kind of playing like ass, to be honest. And I know you said that you think that Harden's been playing pretty well, which
Yeah, I think we need to just like change our expectations for James Harden. Like
yeah,
not think of 3 years ago James Harden winning MVPs and stuff like that. I don't think that's gonna happen anymore.
okay,
But I mean, as far as like a point guard, I think he's doing pretty good. And honestly, they need him to be the second or third best player on that team, and I think he's done that pretty well. Obviously, the big change from Heat being up 2-0 to being down or being tied 2-2 now is Embiid came back,
yeah,
and Embiid is a monster. And I thought Bam would. I thought I mean the way the NBA set up, offense is
yeah.
going to be better. So I still thought Embiid was going to get his. I just thought that Bam was going to do a little bit better job of defending him, and I didn't. And I thought Bam would still be able to get some points, but I don't think that's. Bam's been doing all
He's
right,
been
but
doing
like you
like
said, he can do better.
he's still dropping like 17, 20 points, but
Hmm.
he's getting less rebounds than like Jimmy Butler and stuff, man.
Yeah,
Like
I
that's
think the
not.
main the main thing is Kyle Lowry has not been good. I
Yeah,
know he's just
that's
coming back
yeah,
from injury, but no. And Maxi for the Sixers has been amazing. And then in game 3, what Danny Green went like 7 of 9 for 3 or some shit
yeah.
like that. I remember watching the game and I was like,
Was
oh, Danny Green has decided he can shoot the basketball again. That's
yeah,
cool. So I mean, there's gonna be games like that happen all the
of
time,
course, yeah,
especially for role players like that, where when they're home, the role players always play better when they're at home, and for some
right.
reason, I mean, I guess you got the crowd behind you, but they always seem to hit their shots when they're at home. But as far as that series and the obviously the one we're gonna talk about next, the Suns Mavericks one, I'm feeling still good about both of those picks. I picked the Heat and the Suns in those just because the other team hasn't proven that they can beat us at our homes either. So as long as we keep winning at our home court, we win in
That's
7, and
exactly.
that's the way the playoffs work. So
Yeah, I agree. I would still take the Heat and the Suns because again, both of them the next two games are going back to Miami and Phoenix, and I think of course they have Eric Spoelstra. So if anyone's going to make an adjustment to his team, it's going to be Eric Spoelstra. So we'll wait and
yeah,
see.
I do think Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in basketball. If we don't count Greg Popovich anymore, since he's coaching a team that sucks ass. But I think Spoelstra is the best coach on the best on one of the best teams. So
Right.
yeah, let's talk about the Suns. I guess
Yeah.
now. Um, Yeah, so the
Yeah,
last time we talked, they
I
were
was
up
gonna
one
ask
zero.
you before the stream because I was curious because yeah, so the Suns of Mavericks, of course, we already mentioned they're up 2-2 as well, like the Heat. What do you think is the Heat's problem right now? I'm curious what you
You mean
think it
the
is.
Suns problem?
Yeah, the Suns, not the Heat. I'm sorry, the Suns.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
He's just straight up. I mean, game 4 he fouls out with like almost a full quarter left, and in game Game 3, him and Booker, I think, combined for 30 points. And I mean, that's not going to do it, man. Like, you're going up against Luca. That ain't going to work. And so, what I've been noticing how they're defending Luca, right? Because that's what I was like. I know the Suns are amazing defense, but Luca is like one of the top 3, 4 players in basketball. So, how are they going to defend this dude? Luca drives and they like collapse around him. The Suns do. But that just leaves wide open shooters on the corner. And in game 4, you saw Dorian Finney-Smith just light it up. But that's another example of a role player at home shooting the lights out. So I don't think that's going to happen next game. But I mean, they're going to have to figure something else out because they're not like Doncic is getting whatever he wants to, whether it be points or whether it be setting up his friends. Last game he had 26 points and 11 assists, so he's just kind of being able to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, yeah.
And they got amazing help, like I said last game. The game before, game 3, we just weren't hitting our shots. Last game we were hitting some good shots, but they were just able. I was getting so frustrated watching the game. Like we'd get close, and then they just drill like 2 threes in a row. They shot the lights out in game 4, man. They shot like 45.5% from 3 as a team. That's crazy, man.
They were just raining threes,
and they were getting wide open looks most of the time. Like that's the issue is, like, yeah, they're probably not going to shoot that good anyways. But if we keep giving them wide open shots like that, I mean, they're going to hit
them.
Yeah, they're going to hit them. And in game 3 and 4, another dude that really showed out for the Mavericks was Jalen Brunson. I mean, he was a big acquisition for them. I think in the off season. I think he's only been there for a year. Maybe he's been there for 2 years. But he's been doing really good. Nice little spark plug off the bench, but yeah, he's been really adding good stuff. And their defense is a lot better than it used to be. That used to be the thing about the Mavericks is their defense sucked. But Reggie Bullock and Dorian Finney-Smith are like actually leading a pretty good defense. Like Doncic still kind of sucks ass. I mean, that's how in the second game on defense, that's how we won that game. Was Chris Paul just kept going at him.
Yeah.
Which I kind of thought that was the move. Just keep doing that, but
and they just stopped.
But the Mavericks aren't switching anymore, and so that was the thing in game 2. Like the Mavericks were switching, so Chris Paul would try and get a switch of Doncic on him, and then go after Doncic. But they're not really switching anymore, so he can't exploit that.
Yeah,
like he was. Which is a good adjustment by the Mavericks, but the Suns need to find something to do for Doncic, and that's easier said than done because Doncic is, like I said, one of the best players in basketball.
So it's kind of hard to contain them when they're at that level.
Yeah, but like I said, I just don't think that the role players are going to keep this performance up in Phoenix, like the Mavericks role players. So I think
agree.
I think the Suns are going to win in 7. That's me feeling that way, but I definitely don't feel as optimistic as I did a week ago. When we were up 1-0 off of a game where we won by like 7 points, and I felt pretty good. For sure.
So we'll see how those ones go. And then I know right now we have the Bucks Celtics, and I know that's the one series that me and Casey actually split on. He's taking the Celtics to win it, and I'm actually taking the Bucks to win that series.
It's looking good for you right now.
Score update on Google right now. The game that is happening right now between the Celtics and Bucks, it is 80-80 right now.
Yeah, the Celtics are on a little run because I looked at that before we started talking about the games, and they were down by like 7. So I guess they're.
But I know last week I said I chose the Bucks over the Celtics for the simple fact that they have no answer for Giannis, just like the rest of the NBA. And he would completely take it over. And last game, that was true. And I just want to point out his stat line right now. They are still have 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Giannis has 17 rebounds, 3 assists, and 28 points.
17 boards. That's insane.
He just does whatever he wants. They have no answer. Like literally nothing.
And then you look over at the Celtics, and the Celtics are nice and average across the board. You got solid 18 team from Horford, 18 from Tatum, 12 from Smart, 16 from Brown.
Jason has 13 boards too.
Jason Tatum's playing really well. I mean, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are 2 amazing players.
I don't think Jason Tatum's playing scoring as much as he should be even right now. with what he
Yeah,
normally does. But
I agree with you.
he's
Jason
making up
Tatum.
with in the boards in this game at least.
Jason Tatum is a legit top 5 scorer in the NBA. Like he can score from anywhere, so he needs to be at 30 points a game. No, if they're gonna win. But I think I did pick the Celtics, and I still feel all right about that. I know they're down 2-1, but they're competing really well, so it's not like they're getting smoked or anything.
Yeah.
I just think their defense is amazing. But like you said, you went the nice, easy, smart route where you just said the best player is Giannis. So I'm gonna go with the best player, and that works a lot of the time. So
Yes,
I think I tried to outsmart myself a tad bit, but I think the Celtics are still good.
I mean, like you said, the Celtics at the end of the season were playing like the best team in the NBA, and that's pretty clear. So
Yeah.
I think that's
They were
a fair look. But yeah, so
fair.
that's Bucks Celtics. We'll see where that ends up tonight. I think if the Bucks win tonight's game, I think it's. I don't think the Celtics can win 3 straight against Giannis.
Yeah, no. If
yeah.
Bucks go 3-1, it's over.
And then other game, we have the one that Casey's not going to want to talk about. Grizzlies Warriors. Just so people know, on Saturday the Warriors won 142 to 112. And right now they are up 2-1. They're on after the Bucks Celtics tonight. If you guys want to watch that, that is happening tonight. Big news: John Morant exits on Saturday during the fourth quarter with I believe was an apparent knee injury.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's for sure missing tonight's game, so I'm already chalking up tonight as a. Sorry, that was the wrong direction. Let's go that way. As an L, that's what I was drawing in the other day. Without Ja, the Grizzlies are probably not even a playoff team, right?
Oh yeah, not even close. I don't think. Yeah, John Morant's amazing, and I know in the regular season they actually did pretty well in the games he didn't play, but they're not playing against random teams. They're playing against the Warriors, who are a proven monster.
Not even that, but even if they were playing Golden State in the regular season without Ja, I still think they would have a better chance of winning because I think obviously teams are going to plan and try harder when they're in the playoffs. So it's the better teams are even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, for real, they'll be fine. I mean, the Warriors have an injury too, but obviously not to that caliber. In the first, I think it was the first game. I think in the first game, Gary Payton Jr., which is their best defender, got knocked out. Is my camera still working, Mike?
It's a little. It's like weird colors and stuff.
Yeah, I got some weird audio going there for a second, but
colors a little messed up. I think.
Yeah,
I think
it's my camera got switched from my.
There we go. We're back. All right, we back.
Yeah.
Sorry. So.
Yeah, I don't remember where we were. Oh yeah, I was talking about Gary Payton.
Out.
Gary Payton Jr.
I don't
he's
think
out.
that's a significant enough for Ja.
Yeah, no, he's a good wing defender. Yeah, but it's not like losing Ja in any way. Obviously the Warriors' best player is Jordan Poole, right? I mean, they don't have anybody better than Jordan Poole on their team. So.
Jordan Poole to be playing really good consistently. His card value has to be skyrocketing.
I know. Yeah, it is for real. Maybe Jordan Poole will make an appearance today. 2019. That's what we're opening. Maybe we'll see some Poole.
All right. Well, so for that one, I have Golden State winning that 4-1 after Ja's injury, but I think they're just going to 4-1 clean that up real quick.
Yeah, if Ja doesn't come back for Game 5, I agree with you. It's going to be 4-1.
So.
Yeah,
and Ja was having
to explode
to outscore Clay, Steph Curry.
Yeah, that sucks for the Grizz and stuff like that, but I think they were like a year early anyways. I don't think they were going to get anywhere past this round anyhow, even with Ja, so I think they got a really good young team, so if you're a Grizz fan, be happy. Yeah, I think you'll be legit contenders for the next 5 or 6 years, honestly.
With Ja playing the way he is, I don't see him going on a decline anytime soon. I think he's only going to get better. So
yeah, I don't I'm trying to think of their main contributors. I don't think any of them are really that old. I'm looking at who's getting minutes, and I think they're all drafted within the last 4 years.
We're still talking about the Grizzlies team,
maybe. Yeah, the
that's
Grizzlies.
Good for them. I mean, that's just going to show growth.
Yeah.
So. They're just gonna
they're
get
just
better
gonna
together,
keep getting
obviously.
better. Yeah, and obviously their ceiling is whatever Jaw is, but Jaw is
Yeah,
amazing.
he is.
So
So like we were talking about the other night. He's just like since I know as we mentioned in our first video, guys, I started watching basketball during the bubble, um, and since I've been watching, Jaw is easily the most entertaining player that I've watched so far personally. Because obviously I missed the Klay
yeah,
Thompson era and all that stuff. So
yeah, Klay Thompson was one of my favorite players. Um, Probably my most favorite player to watch was probably Dwayne Wade when he was like
yeah,
peak
unfortunately I joined
Flash
too
Wade.
late for that. I'm so sorry, Jordan. Please forgive me.
Yeah. But yeah, Jaw is like I don't know. It's just his hang time is amazing.
Like,
Like not just his
have you seen
slams,
the
his layups.
commercial?
He just
The
floats.
commercial in between
He's
NBA games where it's like the State Farm one, and it's Chris Paul and Trey Young,
oh the
and he
Chris
just
Paul
floats in the
floating.
air
Yeah,
like that's John Morant.
yeah,
Like that's just what he does.
yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
I know he's so fast and he just like floats too when he
Yeah,
jumps. It's crazy. His hang time is wild, and that just makes for like really acrobatic
yeah, for
plays
sure.
and stuff like that. And also like you can have all that, but if you don't have the drive, you're not going to
Oh
be
yeah, he
that great.
does.
But he has that drive to be the best player in the world.
He loves playing basketball. You can
And
tell.
and I yeah, and I'm going to talk myself up a little bit. Like we've said before, I was on the Jaw train pretty early on, and I also was selling some of my Jaw cards, and I think I'd say I sold
Wow.
right at the best time.
Yeah.
I still have a 2 out of my 4 haven't sold yet, so we'll see how that goes with this injury news. But I've been reaping some pretty good returns on it. And are they? I mean, if you're wondering, like, oh, he's getting out from Jaw, no, I'm selling my cheap Jaw cards, and I'm gonna buy like one good Jaw card with that money. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Have some like nice $400 or $500
I think
Jaw
that's a pretty
card
good
is gonna be
idea,
the
actually.
goal. I
Yeah.
I mean, I love Jaw, so yeah. He's a cool man. He's just a
All right.
cool
Well,
dude.
that's all 4 series that's left.
Celtics are up by 3 points right now.
Yeah, I'll take care of that. Don't worry about
I mean, taking care of a 3-point lead, I don't know. He might have to take 2 trips down. He's not necessarily a knockdown shooter, but we'll see.
it. Don't test Jonas.
But yeah, I mean, that's it
Yes, I
for
mean
the sports, right?
that's about it. Let's
Let's
go and
do
head
the
over
cards.
to the card break.
All right. So let's open some cards. So before we get to the Prizm, I just got a break back. So there's a new app, guys. If you're interested in cards at all, there's a new app that I'd strongly recommend buying. Or not
Let's see.
buying, just getting on your phone. It's free. It's called Card Shop Live. I don't know if you can see it right there. Um, Probably not all that well. But it's got a lot of really reputable breakers on there, and you can watch their streams. You can buy into their breaks, all that kind of stuff. This guy Loki breaks. He breaks like NFTs, like NFT cards. So if that's your thing, you can get in there. But I was watching one of Geo breaks things, and he started just doing personals, which is where you have
Yeah.
like cello packs, and he's like, "Oh, you can buy this, and I'll open it for you." So he was, and you bid on it. And there was a thing where he did a 2020 Prism cello pack and a 2019 Chronicles cello pack, which we open a lot of on the stream. And that in total is like
Okay.
$42 if you buy them on eBay, both those things. But I won that bid for 36, so I even felt good right off that, $5 discount. And then
Yeah,
I
sounds
thought,
good.
let's go through and see what I got. I know what I got, but just so people see what opening a personal is, which is pretty much like you opening packs, but just a breaker does it for you. So we got Root. These are all the base cards. I'm just going to skip through them base. We don't need to see that. All right, this is where the rookies start. We got PJ Washington out of Chronicles. Chris Middleton. I don't know why he put that there. That's also base cards that aren't worth anything. We got
Very nice. That's
Nicolo Melli. I don't even know who that is. Sekou Doumbouya, Kendrick Nunn from the Heat, RJ Barrett playbook, Steph Curry out of Luminance, which
Yep.
I mean, Mikey and I just love Luminance cards, and it's got the chef, so it's good. Another RJ Barrett, I thought this one was cool. It's not worth anything, but a Cam
Ooh, that is
Johnson
cool.
hometown heroes for the Suns. Yeah, that's cool. A Kendrick Nunn XR, Kobe White marquee, and then we get to the real hits, I guess. Red, white, and blue Chris Middleton,
Yeah.
which I mean that's not really a hit. That's not worth anything. Red, white, and blue Vince Carter, which as somebody who's been a fan since the '90s, that's pretty cool. A just a Prizm slim,
Prizm Slim,
you know,
that's good.
you gotta have some slim on there. A
Ooh,
silver
nice.
Lonnie Walker. At this point, we were breaking through. No, he's on the Spurs. We were breaking through some stuff, and I was like, "Dang, I'm not getting much good stuff, but whatever." Dominance,
It's kind of
Donovan
cool.
Mitchell, and then our rookies. A Prizm, Trey Jones. My first actual like real hit, a red, white, and blue Patrick Williams for the Bulls. That's pretty cool. Rookie card, and then the thing that made me go from losing money to being up by a lot. A green
Wow.
Prizm Anthony Edwards rookie card. Dude, yeah. So that's like a
That's a nice
$65 card. I
card.
looked it up. So, you know? Yeah, I know. It looks, I haven't even looked at it yet, like to see if there's any like dings or
I wouldn't even
anything,
hide
but
if I
it
take
looks
it out.
pretty
I would just try
good.
to look at it like that, man.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to take it out of the sleeve or anything. But yeah, that thing is going to get shipped off to get graded for sure. I saw an SGC 10 of it go for like 300, so if it grades that well, that's pretty sick. And then the other card was a Jordan Poole,
Yeah,
which,
that's pretty cool.
we're talking about Jordan Poole, so that's cool. Nice little Poole rookie. So just those three there, like probably $75 worth of cards. So that's
Yes, sir.
for $36. That's a dub. Now let's open our pack and see if we get a dub, which on
We
this
have
stream
definitely
never
taken more
happens.
L's than we
So
have dubs. That's a fact.
That is a fact. Yeah, everybody. So we're going to open a 2019 Panini Prizm Draft Picks Blaster Box. So they are going to be in their collegiate uniforms, but it's Prizm, and everybody likes Prizm. So again, we're looking for looking for Tyler Hero, Jordan Poole, Zion Williamson. You got a pretty big draft class. I don't know necessarily yet. I've never opened one of these blasters, so I don't know what we're looking for. It says look for autographs, but I
It's
imagine
gonna be
that
an
doesn't happen
autograph
all that
sound.
often.
Yeah.
Look for the look for the ultra rare color blast insert. So yeah, that'll be cool. But let's get in that bad boy.
Get an autograph Jordan Poole. Nice.
Oh yeah, I mean that would be nice. All them Warriors fans with money from Silicon Valley. Open that box up, and then look at all that space, Michael.
God, that's so tilting.
Shout out
Such
to
a waste.
packaging everywhere. Well, we don't care about the environment around here, that's for sure. Well, we don't care about the environment around here, that's for sure. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs, 4 cards
Let's
each,
get it.
28 cards. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on. Come on. These little Prizm packs, they don't give
Be
you a whole lot.
smarter.
These
Be
little
smarter with
Prizm
the
packs,
pick.
they don't give you a whole lot to grab onto. There we go. They don't give you a whole lot to grab onto. There we go. Let's not look at the back. Let's not ruin it. But remember, let's not look at the back. Let's not ruin it. But remember, it's draft picks, so we are going to get a lot of rookies. Cam Reddish, got drafted by the Hawks, but this year they traded him to the Knicks, and all the Knicks fans were like, "Oh yeah, we got Cam Reddish." He proceeded to just not play for them, so that was cool. Rui, who's on the Wizards. Rui Hachimura. We got a silver Cody Martin. The Martin brothers. Who's actually, the Martin brothers were not anybody you like to get in 2019, but have made a little name for themselves. They're nice role players. So a silver of Cody Martin. That's kind of cool. And then a Jackson Hayes, who, as a Suns fan, was causing us some problems when we were playing the Pelicans.
Yeah.
He's playing on the Pelicans. That's the first pack. Like I said, you're gonna get a lot of rooks. John Morant. All-Americans. John Morant. All-Americans. Look at him.
Oh.
Look at him.
That's his rookie year, right?
He's cute. Yeah, it's 2019. Yeah.
So I'm gonna look that
Yeah,
up
it's
on the
2019.
website real quick,
Yeah.
actually.
It's gonna be like a good $1, $2.
Oh, is
Like
it?
a good $1, $2.
So THT, the Lakers.
The Lakers think THT's
nobody else does.
super valuable. Nobody else does.
First
Shout
color
out.
here.
We got our first color here. Let's see. We got a rookie. What team?
Who the heck is that?
Oh, who the heck is that?
Mifyondu
Oh my gosh.
Kabengele.
Mifyondu Kabengele.
I haven't even heard of that person.
And then Matisse Thybulle from the.
And then Matisse Thybulle from the
who
Sixers.
can't hit a shot to save his
Who
life.
can't hit a shot to
We're
save
doing
his
doing
life.
pretty good so far.
Hey, all it takes is one. Hey, all it takes is one. One of these autos that apparently you can get out of this. One of these autos that apparently you can get out of this thing.
Muriel Shayok.
Muriel Shayok.
Eric Paschal.
What? Eric Paschal.
Another color.
Another
Quindary
color.
Weatherspoon. Why?
Quindary Weatherspoon. Why?
Give us someone.
Romeo Langford.
Romeo Langford. Oh my god. Good thing I didn't invest all my money in this crap. Good thing I didn't invest all my money in this crap. Zion. There you go.
Okay. It's just a base, right? But...
Crusade Jackson Hayes.
Crusade Jackson Hayes.
I like the Crusade cards.
A silver Kevin Porter Jr.
A silver Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah,
All right, this pack is better than.
And then our boy Mifyondu.
And then our boy Mifyondu can Bengale again.
Shout out. Over
Shout
halfway
out.
done.
Over halfway done.
4 down, 3 to go.
Let's 4 down, 3 to go. Let's see what we get here.
Cubby White.
Cubby White.
On the Bulls. They're like 6-man.
On the Bulls.
RJ.
They're like 6-man. RJ.
Another colored Keldon Johnson.
Another colored Keldon Johnson. All right, I know who that is.
He's pretty good.
He's on the Spurs. He's pretty good. I like Keldon Johnson.
And then a Crusade.
And then a Crusade
DeAndre
DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks.
He was one of the young guys that I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna buy."
He was one of the young guys that I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna buy their cards for." But you know, that was before I realized that defense isn't valued at all in this game. So, yeah.
Cam Reddish again.
Rui again.
Garland. All right, that's probably
Silver Darius Garland. All right, that's
probably the best card that we've gotten.
Probably the best card that we've gotten. Probably.
What?
What?
You see that?
What's wrong?
You see that? Look at that name. It's a K and a Z. Look at that name. It's a K and a Z. Akpala.
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 What?
Is Kuz present?
What?
Imagine. It's probably just KZ.
I know.
That freaking
substitute teacher thing. Key appeals. Yeah.
Is Kuz here?
Is Kuz here?
All right, last pack. Come on, baby.
All right, last pack. Come on, baby.
Crusade Romeo Langford.
Crusade Romeo Langford. Oh, I think we have an auto, dude.
I saw that.
We got a backwards card.
Oh, we got a backwards card.
Back. Oh my God, Mifyondu.
So go from the back. Oh my God, Mifyondu Kabengele.
Let's hope this guy pops off.
Oh, please
don't be the auto. Oh, we got a color card.
Please don't be the auto. Oh, we got a color card back here too.
Purple or pink?
Got a purple or pink.
Daniel Gafford.
Purple or pink, I can't tell. Daniel Gafford.
All right. And then let's see.
All right. And then let's see.
All right.
Is it an auto? All right. It's upside down. So here it is.
Number 109.
Oh, I don't recognize who that is. Oh, I don't recognize who that is at all.
From Houston, Corey Davis.
From Houston, Corey Davis Jr.
It's a cool looking card, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't think I was gonna get an auto.
I didn't think I was gonna get an auto.
Mikey, look up where Corey Davis Jr. got drafted.
Mikey, look up where Corey Davis Jr. got drafted too, because I don't recognize that name at all.
Corey Davis Jr., right?
Yep.
It's not looking good, buddy.
Is he not on a team?
Is he not on a team? In the Italian Lega Basket Serie A. He's only in the Italian basketball league. I'm pretty sure is what that is.
Yeah, boys. If you anybody out there collects Italian basketball players,
if you're big into Serie A, Italian league, hit me up, right? We can work a deal out here. For sure.
That is rough.
Hey guys, how it works. You gotta risk it.
How it works. You gotta risk it to get the Italian basketball league player, I guess.
Hey, but maybe it's gonna be like
it's gonna be like a Kurt Warner path to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Corey Davis is gonna get here.
Yeah, he'll get there. Corey Davis is gonna get here. You know what I'm saying?
Corey Davis right there. Respect.
Everybody, look at Corey Davis right there. Respect the man.
Yeah,
all right.
Put that to sleeve. It's gonna get sleeved up.
Put that to sleeve. It's gonna get sleeved up right to sec.
Put that.
That Daniel Gafford. Put that guy on the sleeve. Darius Garland. That one actually deserves a sleeve, but.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, just remember, guys. That green Anthony Edwards.
Just remember, guys. That green Anthony Edwards. All right. Just remember that.
All right, guys, and that is it for today's episode 15. Cannot believe we're already up to 15 total episodes for this. But yeah, guys, if you do like what you saw, please remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell so that you can see when we're going live. Chat with us during the stream. We'll always try to be as communicative with the chat as we possibly can. So, but anyways, guys, that is it for us today, and we will see you guys next Monday.